What's happening, y'all? Welcome to Let's Get Cozy. I'm your host, Graham, and I have my wonderful panel here with us tonight, and we got a lot of stuff that we're going to be talking about tonight. To my left, we got Rip in the house looking good. I want to say, is that the Christmas sweater? That's like the casual, clean sweater. What's up, man?
Regular gold sweater. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Hey, we're going to get into some topics tonight, man. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Join in. We're going to get it.
I got the beautiful, vivacious Miss A Cash in the building. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
No hat tonight, girl. What's up?
No hat tonight.
Okay. All right. My favorite on the show. I love her. Yeah, she hate me, though, in real life. It's Peaches. What's up, girl?
I do not. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing tonight? Y'all go get y'all a good cocktail because this is a good subject we talking about tonight. And we'll be back in just a minute with your girl Peaches with the hot tea.
Okay, well, we ain't going to make her wait too much longer for that until I got my man to the left. He doing the Jay-Z smooth, clean style. My man Boggins, what's happening? How you feeling, man?
I'm not doing the Jay-Z.
Well, you got the New York hat on, bro.
Shout out to the Yankees. Nah, what's up, y'all? Y'all make sure y'all tune in tonight. It's going to be good.
All right, we're going to kick off the show. My girl Peaches with the hot tea. Let them know what you got.
So tonight we're going to be talking about the vaccines. Okay, the first 3 million vaccines have hit the waves here. So they have distributed them through Atlanta and a couple of other states. So people are, they taking to the internet, responding on how they are making people act. I know y'all have seen the few videos that they have out where people have gotten the shot and people climbing all over the ceilings and things. So how do y'all feel about that? Do y'all feel like that y'all are ready to get the vaccine, or what's up?
I ain't getting it.
Why not?
I'm not. I mean,
it's not that I'm not gonna take it, but I'm gonna see how everybody else does with it first, and then I might take it. I'm gonna see how that first batch of that first wave does, and then if they don't die, if they don't have no, if they don't turn into gremlins, then I might get
straight up die. They say that they go. Let them be the guinea pigs.
There's really nothing to laugh at because a lot of our frontline workers have stepped up to do that.
I didn't mean that.
I know. I concur what you said. I mean, I'm not going to take the vaccine. I've never taken a flu shot ever in my life. I had COVID, so I feel like I got the antibodies. Shout out to Trump. He said you had it one time, you good. I'm going to believe one thing he said because I want to. But anyway.
Disclaimer, though. If Magic take it, I'm going to take it.
Well, President-elect Joe Biden is up to take the shot next week.
Well, thank God we got Kamala.
So we'll see what happens on that. Moving right along to Breonna Taylor's mother, Tamika Palmer, has also asked. She took out an article in the Washington Post asking President-elect Joe Biden to open a brand new investigation against her daughter's death. So hopefully she gets that response from Joe Biden.
Yeah, I think he should. I mean, honestly, that's what got him in the office, her life and her cause and what took place. So I hope the Department of Justice really look into that. We can do that.
Among others, yeah.
And we're going to end it with old rapper Lil Baby. He back in the news today. He was seen over in Atlanta this past weekend. He had gave George Floyd's daughter, 7-year-old daughter, a birthday party. So shout out to old Lil Baby, He passed his old trick bill on down to the birthday bill. So we gonna see what he got coming up for us in the next couple of weeks. Over to you, old Wilson.
Okay, we had that trick bill. Okay. Speaking of the COVID, Congress finally passed a stimulus, a $900 billion COVID package. Okay, that's hopefully going to pass through Congress, and also in that package you will be receiving another stimulus package.
But for how much?
600 per household.
I can't do nothing.
I mean, not 600 per head, right?
600 per person.
Yeah, 600 a head.
I already know. Go ahead.
It's just me, myself, and I, and that 6. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll be, greatly appreciative of it. But last time we got 1,200.
But hold on, you missed it. It's 600 per household.
The person in his household.
So I'm coming up short. You know what I'm saying?
He's coming up short.
It's tax time. You know what they do? You better find somebody.
You got 5 or 6 kids out there. No, I'm lying.
Yeah, in other news, in case you haven't seen this, Chicago Police Department is under fire for raiding and handcuffing let me say her name right, Anjanette Young in her household while she was naked and told them 43 times that they were in the wrong house. And guess what? Their asses was in the wrong house. So you probably thought this probably happened last week or a couple of days ago. This shit happened in 2019. The only reason we're hearing about it now is because her lawyer has been trying to file a suit against the city, and the courts finally released the footage. And this happened prior to the mayor of Chicago, 4 months before the mayor of Chicago right now took over. So
Lightfoot.
Miss Lightfoot, yes, Mayor Lightfoot. So she was very displeased with what she saw. If you haven't seen the video, please check it out.
What the video
it's going to
It's everywhere. I know.
I mean, like, is the full video?
We'll post it on the Let's Get Cozy
From the
page.
beginning of the raid to the end
She
of
was
the
all the
raid.
way naked.
Yeah. Y'all, if y'all wait just a minute, we'll post it on the page here after the show on Let's Get Cozy so they can check it out if they haven't seen it already.
Get your money, Ms. Young.
Hey, get your money. Get your money.
But all you got?
The minute and a half.
No. Shout out to President Joe Biden. He actually elected Mr. Michael Reagan to the EPA, which is the Environmental Protection Agency, and Mr. Reagan is actually the second African American appointed to that position in the 50-year history of that agency. So shout out to Joe Biden, who looks like he has the most diverse White House and cabinet that we've ever seen, and looks like there's some more to come also.
All right, we appreciate you, Biden. We appreciate your Peaches with the T. And today it's a hot topic. I know we talked about some segments and stuff, but I'm going to go ahead and make an executive decision and say we're going to jump right into the main topic because I believe it could be a part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to this particular thing. Honestly, because I know the topic that I'm about to throw out, it creates a lot of emotion because I believe almost every household has been affected by it in some way. If you have not been affected by it directly, you've been affected by it indirectly by relatives or things of that nature. So today's topic, y'all, we're going to be talking about child support. 254-229-3041. I'm going to go ahead and let the phones get going. Now if y'all want to make some calls. And Rip, because you don't have any children, and I know you are very opinionated on this, I want to go ahead and kick it to you.
Okay, well, we just gonna jump right into it. So disclaimer, you know what I'm saying? Anybody out there that's receiving child support or paying child support, this is not aimed at you. We ain't talking about you. We just talking. So I'm just saying what I'm saying. You know, I'm just talking what I'm talking. So, first and foremost, let me say this. My initial thoughts on child support is, and don't hear me out, I wish that it didn't even exist to begin with, because what it's doing is it's telling, there's somebody in a court, you know what I'm saying, whether that be a judge or whoever, that's telling somebody else how their life has to go, you know what I'm saying, as far as how they're going to, you know what I'm saying, care for their child financially. I know that there's other things involved, such as if you get certain benefits that, that has to be a stipulation involved. But, it's a mighty sad day when somebody that's in a court has to tell two adults, hey, this is what you're going to do for the betterment of your child. So that's not to knock anybody. That's just to say that that's a sad situation, because what it should be, and just for, hypothetical purposes, if me and you got a child together, we can't treat it like it's a wing diner that we got. That's not a business, you know what I'm saying? That's a child. So it can't be like, oh, well, I'm not going to give my half of the money on the rent this month to the business because Africa not putting in everything she supposed to put in with the business. That's not how it go, you know what I'm saying? That's a child. So first and foremost, I don't think that the courts should ever even have to have intervened to begin with way back when they did. And I know the date. I'm just not going to tell anybody. So
tell me the date. And the reason why I'm asking you to tell, you got to tell us the date, because I'm going to tell you why I believe, and I don't know if this is true, why the court intervened, but go ahead and tell me the date.
Well, you know what I'm saying? The first official child support case, you know what I'm saying, took place in New York City in June of 1946. And ironically, it was a Caucasian male and a Caucasian woman. You know what I'm saying? Evidently, Caucasian male felt as though he wanted to, you know what I'm saying, I guess he called and said, hey, put your mama on the phone. I ain't never coming home. You know what I'm saying? And so upon that, you know what I'm saying, I guess baby mama was like, no, because I guess in those times you can imagine she probably was a housewife, didn't work or whatever, so she didn't have, any funds coming in or whatever. So she was like, nah, we're not going to play this game. So, there you had to start up, you know what I'm saying, child support as I, was able to research it. Now, somebody else out there may have an earlier date. I don't know if anybody's old enough to remember that. My grandma out there, she might know. She's 99. She might be watching tonight. She might remember some child support. Before that, there was like unofficial child support, you know what I'm saying? But overall, I think that just the idea of that somebody, behind a cloak and a judge has to tell you or me, hey, this is what you're going to do regarding your child. I think that in a perfect world that should be able just to be worked out amongst us, and the courts never have to intervene. Unfortunately they do, and we know what kind of wild turns it takes after that. So that's just my
well, I believe this is just my opinion, that I'm just going to hypothetically use my sanctified imagination to say child support, the court probably stepped in because when Keisha, and I'm just looking at you, I ain't calling you Keisha, that's my favorite little hood name. What up, Keisha? I got a cousin named Keisha, don't get mad. Okay, when Keisha had a baby, and she didn't know if it was Ray Ray or Junebugs. You see what I'm saying? She ain't know. She had no clue.
You got to cut that Ray Ray out.
I mean, well, okay, well, I mean, yeah. But that's my thing. Well, she had no idea who the father was. So she don't have the means of money to find out. So what she do is she go to somebody who can help her. She writes some list of some names down, and here come the state testing folk, right? Well, when you start doing that, that costs what? Money. So now Keisha ain't got a job, and Keisha on Medicaid, so who got to take care of her? The state. So then when they find out who the dad is, oh, Negro, you ain't getting off like that. You over here making X amount of dollars per hour or whatever, and they over here because y'all decided to have orgy that night, and we don't know what happened. So you leaving it up to us to figure it out instead of the people who decided to participate, didn't make the right decisions. So now you got people coming in. So whenever money takes a play in it, when people can't make decisions, just like hiring a lawyer or whatever, then that's why I believe, and I don't know if that's true, it just sounds good to me. How it probably came up.
No, that's what I was thinking too. A lot of people, they got to find a way to get the money back. So if, you got a lot of kids out here, you have a lot of people on public assistance, receiving, a lot of different services. I do know, for a fact that women who, had to have child care, that was a way they used to, backtrack people as far as fathers, when people started asking for daycare assistance for their children. So then you had to tell them who the father was. So then that's where they got, that's where they started opening up child support cases. So I feel like you said, that's kind of like back to they got to get their money back from somewhere.
So that's the root, huh?
That was kind of my situation. Can you hear me? That was my situation. I was a considerably young parent, 1920.
Are you testifying?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So young parent, considerably 1920. And at the time, it wasn't about the money or the benefits or anything. Well, it was about a benefit. I needed to go back to work so that I could provide for my child. So I placed her dad on child support so that I could get child care. It's the CCS.
Yes, correct.
To qualify for CCS at the time, I think you had to have like a job, working certain amount of hours going to school. Well, I was doing both. So that was my sole purpose of placing my daughter's father on child support. I knew who her daddy was. It wasn't because we wasn't to it or I was bitter or anything like that. It was solely based on child care.
And you did that because he didn't want to own up to his responsibility.
Well, we were young and we just didn't have the means. Like we were not in the position that we're in now if we were able to pay out of pocket for it.
Right.
Okay, well, say now that y'all are both mature now, do you go down there and take them off child support?
We have had that discussion.
No, but I'm just asking.
I haven't done it, but
would you consider that?
Absolutely.
So what has prohibited you from doing that?
I just haven't went, to be honest with you.
Do you like the security of knowing that it's going to come and you ain't got to deal with it?
I don't even count it as income, honestly.
I know.
Hey, she said what she said.
I mean, I'm trying to find out. I mean, she don't count it.
I'm not gonna say I feel secure in it because anything can happen with that man's job. So I mean,
but you have to realize that was back then.
Yeah.
She's not in the same position that she was in.
No, that's why I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm not coming out.
I do not count on it. It's great if it come, and if it don't, okay. Like the ship keeps moving. I'm not calling in on him. I'm not trying to enforce it. I don't wish for him to go to jail if it don't come through.
Okay, but stop.
Like that.
If he's on child support and he's not, because he is on child support, now it ain't in your hands no more.
Right.
It's Paxton's job.
Right.
Greg Abbott's old job.
Here's what you don't. A lot of people that go to jail for it and constantly in court is because the other parent is enforcing it. I'm not enforcing it, so we have never been back to court since the first time that we went.
All right, well, let me ask y'all this. Say, for example, brother me, I go to the NBA. Yeah, my hoop dreams. I get the $1 million contract, right? Now, hypothetically speaking, say the father of your child, or the father of one of your child, or me, or one of us, whatever the case may be, we've been ordered to pay $700 a month, which just seems sufficient to take care of that child for whatever reasons, whatever they deem necessary. First of all, I know $700 ain't enough a month to take care of no child. Trust me, I know. We can go there in a minute, just a second. But because I am a millionaire, why do I got to pay way more money than everybody else?
Because it's based off your income.
I mean,
I'm just saying. Do y'all think that's fair though?
Yes.
I mean, I do think it's fair because based on what you make, like the 10% that they take from me and the 10% they take from somebody who makes more than me is gonna be more. I mean, that's just the basic laws of mathematics. So you can't. Hey, I mean, you should have spent $3.99 on that pack of Magnums. You know what I mean? I mean, that's just gonna keep it 100 with you though. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it 1 trillion. Like once you and I've never been in that boat. So I'm not knocking nobody that did. You know what I'm saying? Don't take it that way. But what I'm saying is, you can't get mad after the fact if you could have prevented that. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Once it's on, it's on. You know what I'm saying? Let's handle it. You know what I mean?
But you gotta realize too that before they go in there and set an amount, because I've been there, they do a mediation. So it's up to you as a parent. I had that chance to discuss a dollar amount with my child's father. Mm-hmm. So I mean, some people, some women are greedy. Some women do stuff out of spite, and I mean we know that it's out there. It's reality. So they feel like if the daddy made it, okay, so here we are. We over here living in housing. We want to make it too. But you as a man, if you feel that way about her, it might not be an issue. Because it shouldn't be nothing for you to give your child what you feel like that child deserves. Yeah. But then you have some men out here that are so spiteful as well, that feel like, oh, it wasn't even like that with us. Yeah. So that's where the disconnect comes. Yeah. Because I feel like now since you not really who I wanted in the first place, and I didn't want to have no baby by you, and I told you need to go get an abortion because that's the first thing they holler. Yeah. Now you mad, so now I'm gonna take you for everything you got.
Hold on, wait,
that people have.
I'm enjoying this conversation. I don't even want to say, but I gotta say something. That's the first thing they holler. We didn't do it by our damn self.
No, it do take two.
Okay,
but when you get your money, now I feel. But when you get beside yourself, because that's what men do.
Okay,
they get money.
Okay,
and they get beside themselves.
I mean, that's people in general.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, that's people in general. We can't classify that to one gender.
Right.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, the same opportunity I had to lay down with you and have unprotected sex. Right. That's your shit.
That's our shit.
No. That right there between your legs, that's your shit. Okay? So if you allow a man to enter in naked head, all right? Okay, then you just as responsible of him, because guess what? You have a choice when he lay down. I don't know if the mood got right, the feeling got right, or whatever.
But after a while, even if that's the case, the rubber gonna come off.
Oh hell no!
The rubber
hey man,
I'm just saying.
I don't know who watching. I don't know why. That bullshit that the rubber broke and came off, it can happen, but the chances of that. Come on, man.
I'm not saying.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying after a while, if you are having protected sex, after a while, you're gonna go to.
You gonna grab.
Oh yeah.
Not this. We speaking like in.
I like that.
Everywhere.
Hold on, I like that. That's good. That's good. That's good. No, that's good. Oh, that's good. Watch this.
Yeah, he'll blow it out of the water.
No. Let me tell you why that's good. Because if you get into a relationship with somebody for that long, like you said, the repetition, it wasn't a one night stand, it wasn't a 2 night stand, it wasn't a weekend warrior, it wasn't none of that. Y'all decide now y'all in this relationship, so you know who you with,
right,
the whole time. But whenever it happens,
everybody.
Are we calling it a relationship, or is it just a situation?
It's a ship. I don't know about the other. It's a ship.
Even I've seen it. Like, where married people, okay, they end up getting divorced, and the dad, he might be the breadwinner, provider. It's the same thing, because they finna go to court. Mm-hmm. Now this woman, she probably mad because the daddy probably stepped out on her. It's a circumstance for everything. people do stuff based on the pride, like whatever is going on with them at the time.
It's married couples that the dad is on child support.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, you got.
And hold on.
You have married couples and the father is on child support. They live together and the father is on child support.
Is he on child support from the? Hold on. I ain't never heard that either.
You gotta explain that shit.
Yeah, you gotta explain that shit to me too. I ain't never been married.
So
For
example, probably take the whole show to explain.
For example, let's just so here's a scenario.
Speak directly.
So here's a scenario. So let's just say they were not married at first and they decide to get married. And he was already on child support, you know. They're married now and he's still on child support. And a lot of people's mentality is it's not a big deal because the money's still coming into the household.
That's what I would say. I would say the same thing.
The money is still coming into the household.
I would still say the same thing.
It might be her security blanket. I don't know.
Yeah.
But ain't no telling what happened in between.
Hold on, wait, where's the why? Come on with it, Will. Come on with it.
That's the court and intervene for my ass.
But now you saying that, but you don't know. I mean,
I don't notice it.
Yeah, we don't know all the surrounding that.
That shit don't say.
They were together. They were not together for a while,
and
he was placed on child support. So some couple of years go by, they want to rekindle that shit. And in the middle of rekindling, they get married. He's still on child support,
but he still may owe. He still may owe the state.
Correct.
It may not be that he owe her. It may be he owe the state.
Correct.
So that means she was on Medicare when she had her.
So if he making up shit, then that's different.
Right, exactly.
But it ain't even about.
It's a different situation for everything.
Yeah, that's what his ass was curved. But even if
254-229-3041.
Even if he ain't making up arrears and that's the agreement or arrangement that they got, then who are we to?
Right.
No.
Because the idea is that the money is just going back to the house anyway.
254-229-3041. That's the number if you want to call in.
Shit.
Do we have a call?
You gave me goosebumps. I ain't never.
Oh, we just doing the comments. No phone. I saw the number right there. My bad. Comment.
No, comment.
Okay, well, who got the comments? Who talking for us on the comment side? Marcus Gray.
Marcus Gray, what's up, Plant? What's up?
He say what?
Lots of male bashing, but deadbeat women exist too.
Okay, well, hold on.
We just gonna get into that.
Yeah, first of all, we got 3 men up here, so we ain't gonna let no male bash go. But we appreciate the comment. The shit do happen, Marcus. Good looking out. I really wish you could call in because I would let you go with it for saying that.
I know a lot of women that pay child support, and I know a lot of people who both pay child support, the mother and the father, because somebody else is taking care of their children. Yep. So I don't, what's good for one is good for the other. We're not saying that because everybody, you got to take care of these kids some kind of way.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask y'all this. Oh, go ahead, Britt.
But I was just gonna say, what's up, Gray? In response to the male bashing, I dig it, I respect it, but you know what I mean. Every male ain't a man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hello.
And again, I'm riding with the brothers. You know what I'm saying? We balls to the walls, but you know what I'm saying. At the same time, you got to call a spade for what it is. You know what I'm saying? Exactly that. So, man, all my partners that's out there, they take care of business. So, you know what I'm saying? They men, and I've seen you. You know what I'm saying? Conduct yourself as a man, Mr. Gray. But it's a lot of fellas out there. You know what I'm saying? That 33%, do the other 66% bad, bro.
All right, well, this is what I got to ask, and this is to everybody on the panel, everybody who's watching the comments. She get child support. It's for the child support, and if she's providing a roof, food, whatever, for the child, then, I guess she's doing her just. But what happened when you know you're giving that child support, and it really don't linger down to the child?
Okay, before you answer that, though, it doesn't linger down to the child in what way?
Okay. For example, no. Just say for example, me and Africa got a child together. I know I'm paying $800 a month child support, right? And I go pick my son up, and this Negro shoes toe up. She don't send no clothes. She don't do nothing. He need a haircut. Everything. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. Yeah, go ahead. I'm just asking.
Okay, and this is from. Man, I'm the youngest of 6 kids. My mother was a recipient of child support, you know what I'm saying? So, man, they rent, and light, and water, and gas, and phone, food. Somebody got to be taken care of. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I know what you're saying about $800, but before you said that, you said you went and did what? You went and picked him up.
Right.
Where'd you pick him up from? It's rent. It's rent. Mortgage getting paid there some kind of way. And I'm not knocking down brother, but I watched my mama. You know what I'm saying? And she ended up remarrying or whatever. So it wasn't that she was just a single mother all this time. But I watched her. You know what I'm saying? Child support check came in. I'm gonna do what's for the greater good. You know what I'm saying? So not that I went outside with no kicked up, beat up shoes. I understand it. That is a situation that you should. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm paying this $800 a month. He's still coming out here with these kicked up shoes. It might be a situation of where she explains it to you and you, okay, I get that. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm gonna take him and get him some shoes.
Well, see, I look at it too though. Raising a child is not a check.
It's not,
and you can't base it upon that. And because number one, if I'm the dad and I go pick up my son and he needs some shoes, I ain't saying shit to you. I'm finna go get him some shoes.
There you go.
My son need a haircut. I'm finna go get him a damn haircut. I'm not gonna wait on what you saying to do.
Right. You know, everybody not you, and it's a lot of men out here that's like that.
But if they're going to pick up their son, that's first and foremost. That says a lot anyway.
Right.
Because a lot of them, they'll wait till they about 15. Well, man, shit, I took care of you, man.
Your mama
got
would let me.
Yeah. Or your mama got that money, the whole time, man. So, I did mine. I took care of mine. No, sending a check, I don't give a damn how much it is. Sending a check ain't raising no child.
But how much money because a lot of the times when it's women who, are on food stamps, Medicaid, housing, whatever, the dad don't work because 70, I'm gonna say about 70% don't work. That are paying.
That's a lot.
It is a lot.
That's a lot.
Because when you go to child support court and you sit in there, it's a lot of people in there that do not have jobs. You should see how they come in there and face this man who is about to tell you how much you have to pay. Okay, so whenever it's like that, I think that people forget. What, like you said, how much it costs to take care of a child. You can't do that though, because again, it's a lot of stuff that have to be paid. If I'm in school, and I'm trying to make myself better, of course, okay, it shouldn't be no problem with you having no problem with paying whatever. But then they base that money off of people that don't have no job. So if you out here selling dope, they not taking your money from selling dope. They going by minimum wage.
Hold on, damn.
Because that's what it be though. Yeah, we talking reality. That's what it is. Right. So if they not going by what you making on the streets, they going by that you don't have no job. Because you're going to come right in there, I don't work.
That's how they do it.
I don't work. That be the first thing they holler. And then guess what they basing it off of? Minimum wage. So guess what? $192 do what? I can wipe my ass with that. That don't do shit for me.
Right. Well, this is what
that's even if I'm I have a full-time job. That don't work for me. So you explain that. How would you feel? That's a slap in the face.
Right. It's a slap in the face, and while it's a slap in the face, I feel like you should slap yourself in the face.
Well, we all need to be slapped.
And here's why. I agree.
If that's the case.
I mean, fine, because he fucked up. You know that. And 7 years from now, because he doing whatever, and he start making money or whatever, he ain't gonna do what he's supposed to because he ain't did the shit in 7 years. So we put these expectations on stuff because we want things to be better, and 9 times out of 10, people ain't gonna, don't do it. We got somebody in our studio. I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna come back to yours. What's your name, man?
My name is Brandon.
If you step close to the mic so everybody can hear you, we'd appreciate it. Tell everybody your name and whatever your question or comment is.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, my name is Brandon Lofton.
All right, Brandon. Appreciate you coming on the show, man. What's your question or comment?
Brandon.
Well, I just,
directly into the mic, man.
I just keep hearing the phrase "they." They, as if everyone is the same when they go into the child support system. So everyone is not drug dealers. Everyone is not fathers that don't work. Everyone is not the same. But one thing is the same is the child support system. At some point, someone had to fill out an application or go in with the need for child support. So us as men, especially, if the situation is equal, let's just say, just like the mother's situation is equal, then why is it automatic that the fathers have to pay child support? Sometimes you have to look at the situation and say, is the best interest of the child for the dad, for the mom, or for the child?
Right. Well, I think that this me. I don't know if this answers your question, and if not, please let us know because we want to. People out there watching probably had the same thing. Mothers are the natural caregivers. They're normally,
Considered.
under most circumstances,
Right.
the custodial parent. So that's why you find it more. Now, I know and we can all, I'm sure, can speak of occasions where the man then stepped up and done what the hell he's supposed to do. If you don't know who he is, you're looking at one, he's talking right now. So you have that. But normally, under most circumstances, that's what it is. So that's kind of the perspective we're speaking from. But if you have a different perspective, we'd love to hear it, and we'd love, for you to share it with us.
But it's a lot of children out here, back to what you're saying, it's a lot of children out here that do not have medical insurance. So that's where it doesn't have anything to do with people placing, it's that fault that these jobs, the insurance industry is the money that they want for medical insurance is very high.
And the state will place some men on
Exactly. So some men that are placed on, a lot of men don't pay child support. They just pay for the medical insurance because the medical insurance is cheaper through the state versus them adding their child to their insurance and then having that money taken out of their check. So there is a difference. And when we saying that's what it is. And we know everybody's situation is different. So that they got to get their money some kind. The state gonna get their money regardless.
So whenever you break it down and you put into that perspective, so let's say a father that is working, right? He is paying his child support, and it is $800 a month, right? Well, then the court is also going to send out a notice saying that he has to provide insurance. Well, I know me, I was a nurse working in a nursing home. So for me and one child, that insurance was almost $600. So now that 8 went to 14. Just like you said, the mother also had rent, lights, water, gas, food. Well, guess what? I still have to provide that same amount.
But
that you could have modified.
Exactly.
Well, no. That right there has nothing to do with the modification. My income is my income.
I'm talking about the insurance part of it.
No. Whenever they send it to your employer, whatever that cost is, you're responsible for that cost.
Yeah.
Right, but did you not discuss that?
Insurance part. You
Right.
discuss who's going to cover insurance.
The experience, bro. You got to listen. Everybody got to let experience
I
now.
cover the insurance on my child.
Well, I mean,
And I covered the insurance.
I'm 19. I'm 19 in, and I covered insurance for 6. So I mean, I know what the in and outs is.
So was it? But at the same token, I don't know who you work for, but
hold on, you say
money,
6 kids?
Six kids? You said you cover insurance for 6?
As of right now, I got 6 on insurance
But
right
it
now.
doesn't change. However,
Hold on, wait, hold on.
So
I'm not
through the
hold on.
state- So through the state,
Wait, I listen to what people
it would be
say.
cheaper for you.
You said as of
Because
right
if
now,
you
you
pay,
gonna have
if you
some-
had to pay that out of your pocket from where you work, would the dollar amount be more or would it be less?
I don't have that option because of my.
You do have that option.
No, I don't.
Then you're not speaking up.
No, I don't, because the thing about it
You're not
is
speaking up.
I did speak up. Do you know what the judge told me? Because you are a nurse, you have a potential to make a certain amount.
Okay, so he based on what you might make.
So you don't qualify.
Okay, well, hold on. Based on everything you just said,
Hold
on.
So you let the
Let me put
judge
it back. Hold on.
instead of you talking to instead of you talking to the child of the
mother
person
of the child.
that
But earlier, like I said, y'all were speaking of a different type of father in the child support system.
right?
I'm telling you from the perspective of a hardworking, 40+ hours, 16-hour a day nurse. I'm talking about 2 jobs, 3 jobs, father that paid
Let me
child
see first.
support, paid insurance. Those options are not the same. I've been in child support court where they tell a gentleman, you pay $25 a week for insurance and another $25 a week for child support.
So, but before you started nursing, what was the difference then?
Before I started as a nurse,
Because are they making you pay back? Because you didn't always make the money that you didn't always make the money that you making either.
I hear y'all. You making the you.
Hold on,
making
no,
the-
no,
That's it. But you didn't always make the money that you're making though, right?
Yes, I did.
Brandon.
You started
hold
off
on.
with child support with the same income. Is I guess what she's asking.
Yeah.
That's what she's asking.
Yeah.
Okay,
because-
Brandon.
Go ahead.
Brandon, hold on. Just, bro, I'm zoned out right now. This me and you. Just me and you right here, bro. You said a while ago you got 6 of them, right? And then you said, as of right now, I got 6. Like, you thinking about adding some more? I mean, I'm just asking, bro.
No.
I can only go by what you said. You said as of right now, like shit about to change.
I'm fixed. It's over. It's over. It's over.
Do you pay $1,400 for all 6 of your? Do you pay $1,400 for all 6 of your kids?
No.
He was just saying.
So you just pay that for how many?
He's just
children?
throwing out a number.
Yeah, no. I was just speaking of how the mathematics work when it comes to the child support. The child support is a certain percentage of your income,
based off your income.
So that's totally separate from your obligation for insurance for those kids. Totally separate. Totally separate. We can go to child support today and we can go through all of it. Lawyer, with me, everything. The numbers is gonna be what they are.
All right.
Let me say this right quick.
Go ahead.
Do you think it's different if they would go to the judge and say that, then you going to the judge and saying that? You think it's a difference?
Yeah, it is a difference because the judge is just the person who helps make the decision based off the information that he has. Go
But
ahead, Rip.
it still goes to
And
mediation.
I just want to ask, you said you had 6 children, right?
I have 6.
You laughing? I'm serious though. So you say you have 6 kids, right? So after the first child, would you put on child support?
So my first child, yes, I was put on child support.
Okay, stop right there. So that didn't teach you nothing. And I'm just straight up. Like, cause
and then on the same token, I'm not on child support for all of my kids.
Gotcha. Okay, I got you.
You see what I'm saying? So the thing about it is that you don't never go into any situation planning on not being together. At least I didn't.
Right.
I get that, but I think me personally, it's just me, not you, bro. I think I go into a situation, you know what I'm saying, I don't plan on having children by this late unless we gonna get married. So that's me though.
But
I'm just saying.
You can still get divorced and be placed on child support.
but then that's on down the line. You more established then. But what I'm saying is like, and it's not at you. I'm just saying after I had one child and I got put on child support, if I had a negative experience from it, man, that water hot. I'm not getting back in there. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not speaking for you, but I just want to know kind of like from your personal preference, like after that first time, did it not like, man, I'm not going through this no more. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you say that, but then it's people that have been married.
Right.
You know what I mean, for years, and then wind up in that situation. You know, anything can happen.
Right.
I mean, anything can
happen. My mother was married.
Brandon, we appreciate your question and comment, man. We're going to move on. You're welcome to stay there if you have another one, man.
Yeah, appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, we thank you. I don't want to sit there and beat up on Brandon.
Being a good dad, too.
Yeah, obviously you are.
Absolutely.
And working them 3 jobs.
Being that nurse that you are.
Yeah, I know. It was a tough life.
Hold on. I know we started a little late, but I want to make sure we get our time in. We've had some people, some comments, and pre-show that says child support is the new baby mama hustle.
Who said that?
Hey,
that's what some people, not all.
We got another point to that too, because we saw a Facebook post too.
Yeah. So Boggins, what would you say about that? It's the new baby mama hustle. You know, like, I mean, seriously, think about it. I had a cousin playing the NBA, so I know the whole trap thing. So I've seen it. It happens. Don't aid my ass. The shit happens.
With you, I'm not on child support. I mean, but
I don't know nobody that got enough money for nobody to be trying to hustle around here.
Man,
you talking about industry money is completely
won't even pay a water bill. Won't even pay a water bill.
But that's nothing new.
We got a job. We got to work every day and hustle. It's the same thing.
They saying that's the new hustle.
I don't. Who said that? What percentage?
That's not the new hustle. That's old.
Been old.
So that's the old hustle. But
you got more women out here.
Well, okay. Well, let's just say it's the baby mama hustle. Is that okay? Is that what it is? And what's your perspective on that?
I mean, the shit's wrong, you know. But
what do you believe it is a hustle for some women?
I want to discuss the terminology with baby mama and baby mother, because there is a such thing as a baby mama and a baby daddy. Then there's a such thing as a baby daddy and a father of a child.
That's a different show. We talking about child support.
No, it's different terminology for it. I'm gonna just say that.
It is true. That's true.
It's different terminology. It does all go together.
I see you drinking that heat like that.
But back to what I was saying though. Okay, so you know that this man, he has income, okay, and he's still paying, like I said, that $192 a month.
Okay.
One night, I'm, because this is real life. This is what people are getting. No more than 200, 225 a month. Sometimes for 3 kids.
I don't get
Based
no
off,
point.
it's based off of minimum wage. We're not talking about what you make out here in these streets. We're not talking. You don't.
Not only that, you might have a lady that don't even bother to take you up for a review. You making more than what you was at your initial court hearing. She just don't even care to go back to the system
because she know it ain't worth her time.
So what you're saying is having a bunch of babies is a rich man sport, just like cheating. That's what I'm hearing.
I don't know if it's
got to be. If you can't afford it, then you don't need to be doing it. I mean, that's look like this.
And that's true.
It ain't tricking if you got it.
But you gotta, and they are. Yeah. But then you got a lot of women that just say, you know what? We already know he ain't finna do nothing.
And see, that's the thing. Okay,
so we finna get out here and go get it. So if I gotta go to Greg Abbott to help me, guess what? Paxton, whoever. Whichever one. Well, it was Abbott back in my day. It was. Because Paxton is brand new. It was Abbott in my day because my kids is grown. If I had to go to Abbott and ask Abbott for some help to get me to where I need to go, I don't care. I'm getting help from all resources.
But here's my thing: if you saw this man not provide for his first child, why would you go have another one with him?
But that's the reality.
Future got some though.
But by that same token that she said, if you saw that woman acting crazy with that first baby daddy, what you gonna have one by for? Same thing.
I can't be the baby mama to nobody. I mean,
yeah. But back to the point that she said a while ago. You know what I'm saying about like the money that people getting. So I mean, it does fall into that category. I mean, it's not about money, but it is about money because once you decide to bring another human being into this life, you're responsible for that. You know
exactly.
Well, hold on. I think a lot of times too, man, people and men, and I'm not saying all men, some men judge the fact on how they gonna treat the child, act with the child based upon the relationship with the mother.
But hold on.
Absolutely. They'll take care of the baby as long as they together.
No. If they like you, or just say for example,
if you still letting them come in.
No, that.
But hold on, listen to this, Graham. So it was a post on Facebook the other day that said, you know, when men have babies and don't take care of the children, what were they ever planning on doing? And the answer was like, they just want to have a baby by this chick so that he always got access to it for life. Not that he ever wanted to, you know what I'm saying? He never planned on taking care of the baby. So what are your thoughts on that? Do some cats just go
trap women?
I'm gonna go, yeah.
Well, I mean, okay.
Because you got a lot of married men out here that's having babies with people outside their marriage.
We about to go to another show.
And well, it's reality.
Bro, I got one child.
We got a lot of people that do that. Okay, and then you know you end up having a baby. Well, now he finna cut you off because you hollering you finna have this man baby. Mm-hmm. So now you already know when you hollering it ain't mine, you already know what's finna happen.
Ooh, shit, I'm glad I ain't got to go through this.
You right. Yeah. You right. But it's the reality of it though.
No, because I've heard some stories.
No, but okay,
and that's not fair in that situation. You laid down and made it, but because you're married now, you want to honor your vows now because it's baby about to come.
Because it was good to you. It was good to you somewhere.
Well, yeah, I know.
Don't try to honor your vows now. You wasn't honoring them when we was making the baby.
But yeah, y'all had this baby. What if that shit wasn't good?
It had to be.
It had to be.
You lay down with her without a rubber. You lay down with her without a rubber. It ain't always up to the woman to say that though.
But I'm just
That's what kills me about it. It's not always the woman. It should be a man walking around here with a rubber in their wallet. It shouldn't have to be no woman having no rubbers on the side of their bed to tell you, oh, we got to do it with a rubber.
Well, hold on, wait, fuck that. Hold on. I ain't saying shit in a minute. Hold on. Listen, if you know you got the Negro coming in there and you don't know what it is, why don't you protect your damn self?
I didn't say that.
Yeah, but you said, shit.
I said it's not always up to the woman. It should be really up to both of y'all.
I forgot what I said.
If y'all feel if that's the aura y'all giving, I mean that's what it is.
But Peaches, you gotta. Hold on. At some point,
we all gotta take responsibility because kids don't get here by themselves.
I understand it.
And then you back door, you come again.
Well, you let me.
And that's what it is. You let it.
You let me.
You right because it was good to you.
No.
So now here we come.
It don't have to be good to me. I might be leaving Cody drunk as hell and want to lay up in something. That might all it might be. I'm just saying. Sometimes for my man.
Get a baby out of just laying up out of it. I hope you take care of it.
Well, that and you know what?
And you can stop at the store to get no rubbers.
I've never had that problem. First of all,
well,
let me speak. No, because it happens. The shit happens. But I only got one child. That's it. And she got a ring. No, yeah.
I'm just messing with
you. I mean, you're right. That I know of. I mean, shit, but I know the motherfucker older than
Man,
six.
stop. Just stop. Just continue on.
I don't know like this. I know I ain't had none of the last 6 years, goddammit.
Continue on what you was talking about.
We got some people out there that seem to think that this conversation is one-sided, but I mean, like, if you got an opinion, type it in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, come
But
on.
the conversation is not one-sided. We're not covering up for men, and we're not.
Well, I'm gonna stand up for the men because I don't.
It go both ways.
I know I know a situation where the dad got custody of a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't put the mama on child support.
Mm-hmm.
Don't expect nothing from him.
That's right. That would be me.
Doing this thing. But I'm just saying, since they say it's one-sided, but there are hell, that's just the only one I know. It's
you right here.
It's
But that's his choice.
out there just like that. You know what I'm saying? But it just seems like
I don't even
get fucked up from the male.
I mean,
perspective.
I don't see where even. I mean, is it one-sided as far as like? I mean, do y'all think we bashing like the dudes not handling their business? Because if so, they need to be bashed.
Well, I mean, okay. Here's the thing. I think in today's generation,
I got to.
Oh, is it one-sided?
Made a comment.
yeah, men have come a long way. You see much more on a regular basis now, men being the men that they're supposed to be and taking care of their kids, being there, being active fathers. You see men at their kids' sons' football games now. Mm-hmm. You see that more often than when we were growing up, per se.
But you see,
hold on. Then you see men at their daughter's stuff, the cheerleading fight. You see that more now than you did when we were growing up. So the narrative has changed a little bit. So that's why I think so many people feel like it's one-sided. But the generation that we grew up in, and I can only speak for myself, the way it has been is, you know, it wasn't like that. 254-229-3041. We got a call on the line. You live in the Cozy's Lounge. What's happening? Who's this? Hello?
Hello.
Hey, what's happening? Who's this?
Hey, this is Marcus Gray. How you doing?
Hey, Marcus, man. We appreciate you calling, man. Go ahead and share your insight, brother.
Hey, no problem. I was basically just calling, trying to say that, you know, a lot of these things are designed and based on the circle that you are involved in. So, you know, I myself am a father and gained custody of my 2 children. And to the young lady, I guess she works at CPS or at Child Support and has, I guess, a lot of experience in it. I'm with the gentleman Brandon. I was paying over $1,700 a month in child support. My ex-wife called, and again, I was married, so I wasn't just having kids as a rich man sport or any of those things, right? So once I gained custody of my kids, the child support was still coming out. All right, so I'm not from Texas. It was from the state of Hawaii. So I go into the child support office here looking for assistance. Everyone washed their hands, although my kids were in school here. Nobody helped. I had to buy clothes. I had to get a lawyer, right, to work on the child support. But I think more men have custody of their children, and we just don't say anything. I mean, we don't need trophies. We don't need to air it out. We don't need Facebook posts. We just do our job, which is be a parent.
Well, Marcus, and I'm glad you brought that up because that's just one of the things I said. The generation has changed now because I believe like men like myself, yourself, from what you're speaking of, I don't know the situation, because our generation, the parents were separate, the dads were absent. We made a vow to ourselves that when we do that, we won't be that way. So now this new generation that's here that's raising children, some of the women we were with, you know, have that old religion. They Old Testament, we New Testament, and they just ain't caught up with it yet.
Right, and to agree with the gentleman Brandon that spoke on the microphone earlier, I was in court saying, hey, I need to lower my child support because I'm trying to go to medical school, okay, and I can't afford $1,700 a month. You know, can we do $1,000? You know, even though she lived with her mom and had the kids, and the judge said, hey, if she don't have her money by the 1st, turn yourself into the sheriff. I mean, so as an active parent and paying child support, right, why do you think that was the case? I think it was because people are sensitive to a female that has custody of children. And that's not always correct. That's not always the situation. And sometimes that money is wasted.
Marcus.
It's not being spent on the kid.
Hey, Marcus, just got a question.
Yeah.
Was that back child support?
No, it was not back child support. It was based on the state that I lived in when I got a divorce.
All right, Marcus, thanks for your call, man. We appreciate it. We're going to elaborate on that. If you can stick around, we want you to continue to listen.
Appreciate you, Gray. Appreciate you, baby.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, man. Thank you for your call. So, you do have that. You do have, and then sometimes your state residence, like I'll give
Absolutely.
you, say it again, your state of residence has a lot to do with it because different states govern child support differently, you know, and it's where it actually happened. I'll tell you, different counties govern it differently. I know Houston to Dallas is different. You know, even though your case out of Texas, the rules that apply in Houston, I mean, and then it goes back to the judge as well. You know, I think a lot of judges are partial to women because of the stereotype. These are guys who've been sitting on the bench for so long, so they just go ahead and follow the status quo.
And that's not
when
true.
The narrative has changed.
So we got a Facebook comment, you know, Miss Washington, whatever happened to joint custody? And that brings up a good point. So if there is joint custody, is there still, you know what I'm saying, child support involved that both of them have?
No, but there's still a custodial parent.
Yeah, still don't change child support.
Somebody gonna make the rules. It'll be joint custody, but it'll say that somebody is the rule maker to where the child stays.
So
Yes, besides residency or domicile.
They'll be the overtaking parent.
Correct,
Right.
but I know people that share joint custody and they agree that they don't want child support at all.
Yeah.
Child support is not even a part of,
And it might be
the
just
decree or the agreement.
and it might be just the medical insurance.
Correct.
And man, I get it all. You know what I'm saying? I get all points. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Brandon, I appreciate your point. Mr. Gray, you know what I'm saying? All the fellas out there that think it's one side, we get your point. But I guess the bottom line is it has to become better. You know what I'm saying? Overall, I mean, we can't be at each other's throats about child support, man. It's a child involved there. So that's my overall point. If anybody thinks that I'm too harsh on the subject or whatever, well,
let me ask you this. We got about 6 minutes left. And what do we do as a black community? Because I'm speaking from that perspective, even though, trust me, it happens in the white community more than you know. But I'm just worried about
this us, though.
Right, this us. So what can we do to help change the narrative from it being one-sided? And what can we do to try to change the whole image for, you know what, man, we know shit happened, but damn, take care of your
you know what you
Why
gotta
is
do?
child support viewed so negatively? Like, why is it such a bad thing?
Because, okay, I'll give you a perfect example why I believe it's viewed negatively.
Just like any situation, it can be abused or taken out of
It's right.
context or used.
Okay.
You know, that's what it is.
I'll tell you, and I'll share a
like
simple,
alcohol ain't bad.
simple personal story. You testified, I'm gonna give you my little testimony.
Okay,
real
but
fast.
child support is also used and has benefited people when you do have a silly baby mama, quote unquote. It gives you visitation. Right?
No, that's custody. That's court order. That's different from child support.
No, it goes.
No, you don't.
Support
Yeah,
as well.
well, it's accompanied with it, but they can just award you child support. Then you got to go to a whole nother different court to try to get custody and visiting and all that stuff. Trust me.
No,
Can't it all be-
she's saying that visitation is whenever it's awarded visitation money wise, it's visitation that go with it. So normally the standard visitation is first and third, first and third,
fifth.
right? And then
Man,
every
see, I don't know
other
none of that. I
Thursday.
don't know what none of that is.
Okay, hold on.
Because you don't go through that.
But no. I actually listen. I was about to tell you. I'm gonna share a little testimony with y'all, and this is why I feel like child support is viewed negatively. This is personal experience. The mother of my child, she always said, you know, well, we didn't make it. I'll never put him on child support. He's a great dad. She's made it verbalized. I mean, I appreciate the accolades she always give me. But I just, you know, decided I'm gonna be a man. I'm gonna take care of my daughter. And because I had a daughter, if you go back, I was combing hair. I'm doing everything. I'm raising my child. So I decided to enter into another relationship. This is a true story. She drops my daughter off at the residence of me and my new relationship. I was shacking, y'all. That's another story. And all of a sudden, probably like 4 months later, I get this letter in the mail. Child support. Me. My daughter 12. I ain't never had no issues. I've been raising her the whole time. But now, she views something that she felt like should have been hers in her situation, and she took it out on me. Now, hold on. It gets better. Now, because I told y'all 12 years ain't nothing happened, she told them folk, I ain't paid $1 in 12 years. So when I get this letter 12 years later, It say I owe these people $100-something thousand. So I'm livid. I'm pissed. I'm mad. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? I done what I was supposed to do. Now, we've been able to get it taken care of. You know, temperatures calmed down and, you know, mature adults entered the room and we did what was right. But it's causes like that make it have a negative connotation when men are doing what they're supposed to do and you have vindictive ass women who don't give a fuck.
Well, see, that's what Mr. Young said.
Hold on, let's take this call real fast, but I want to get to your point. You're live in the lounge with Cozies. Hey, who's this? Hello?
Hello?
Hey, thanks for calling the show. Who's this?
This Kawhi. What's up?
Hey, what's up, man, Kawhi? All right, Kawhi, go ahead. Give your comment or question, man.
Yeah, I'm the one that made the comment about the system being one-sided. Now, the reason why I stated that is because I placed myself on child support. That's because I wasn't able to see my kids. So when I placed myself on child support, it was basically for visitation rate. I was never behind, paid on time, still went 10 years without seeing my kids. When I did contempt of court, called the police over 3 times, like the paperwork says, after 3 times you filed contempt of court, still no action. When I called down to the child support office, the first thing the lady should have told me was, you should have picked the right woman, or you need to get a lawyer. Get a lawyer, it still didn't work. So, and this is back in the day when Abbott was in office. So to say that people that's not, the guys, the reason why I say it's one-sided is because I placed myself on child support and had more hell trying to see my kids, trying to, be around paying than anybody. It's like they gave me hell, offered to suspend my license when I was like, okay, if y'all not going to do this, I'm going to stop paying. I'm going to make y'all have to talk to me, make y'all drag me to court. I didn't care about reviews. I didn't care about my money going up. That wasn't a factor. The factor was me being able to see my kids. And I was, for 10 whole years, I was not able to see them with going to court 4 or 5 times. It didn't matter.
And Kawhi, I appreciate your call. Thanks for calling in. And the reason why I like what Kawhi said is because if Kawhi was the woman that was going down there seeking that same stuff, he would have got what he wanted. But because he was the man going down there doing it, he didn't get it.
And so where was he going down to?
Greg Abbott.
So he was going to a court office, right?
Right.
So what did that take us back to?
Court.
No, we need to vote. Oh shit, get the right motherfuckers in office. I mean, if you just want to be, it all.
But I don't think. You're right about that. You're right about that. But the narrative have changed so differently because they always side with the woman and automatically assume, especially when they look like this and we look like this, they automatically assume if we up in if they got to get in our business. See, that's me. I don't think we got to keep these out our business. Do what you're supposed to do. If you taking care of your child, then guess what? Paxton and Abbott ain't got to get in your business.
I do want to say that because it is expected or assumed that black dads are not involved with their children. My daughter goes to a predominantly white school. In her first year of playing sports, I guess she said something about her daddy coming to the game, and one of the girls was like, your daddy coming to the game? And it was like, she was like, what you mean? My daddy at all of my games. So that kind of is the stigma with black dads that they don't support their kids and they're not involved in their kids' lives.
254-229-3041. You're live in the Cozy's Lounge. What's your name? And go ahead with your question or comment.
Hi, my name is Valerie, and I wanted to ask a question and make a comment about why is it that most dads, when they pay child support, they feel like their money is solely for the children. And why do they think that it's being wasted and not put to their children when in fact, when a man pays child support to a woman, it's like a reimbursement for what she's already spent out of her pocket. And not only that, to me, paying the child support is the easy part because you're not there full time having to be with them when they're sick, be up through the night with them when they're sick, go to the games and stuff, rip and run them to practice and stuff. If they're sick and they can't go to school to go to the daycare, it's the custodial parent that has to stay home with them.
Okay.
And I think that needs to be addressed.
Okay, Valerie, don't hang up. Normally I say this is the part where I say thank you for your call. Hold on, but don't hang up.
Yes,
please,
Valerie.
please don't hang up. I want to address your first issue, and we're gonna do this because we run out of time. But I guess we can extend this. This is the last show for the year.
Okay.
So, but don't hang up. So your first question was, it's a reimbursement of what you've already done, right?
What we've already done, yes.
Okay. Then 2 was, you're there for the sick nights and the taken care of and things of that nature, right?
Right. The man is free to go about and live his life and do what he wants to do. He can do all this stuff, and the only thing he's coming up off of is a check every month, whereas the mother or the custodial parent is the one that's tied to if the child is sick and she got to find a babysitter to go and do something. He don't have to deal with all of that.
Right. He don't have to deal with all that, but let me ask you this, right? I play devil's advocate a lot, and sometimes I look like the bad guy, but I'm just playing devil's advocate here, right? Let's say you married to this guy still, right?
Uh-huh.
And the child gets sick. Who gonna normally take care of him?
If I'm married to him?
If you married to him and the child's sick, 8 times out of 10, I ain't gonna say 9 out of 10, 8 times out of 10, who gonna be the one that's caring for him?
The mother.
The mother.
Okay, all right. And when the bills come in and he working, 9 times out of 10, if he a real man, y'all married, who paying the bills? He is.
You said he's working?
Yeah, he's
working.
working.
Is he working only, or both of us working?
Y'all married now. So what I'm trying to say is, the only difference in the roles that you described is that he's not there, because whether it's right or wrong, a lot of times the woman, the mother, because I mean when the child gets sick or hurt, who they yell? Daddy or mama? Mama! You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's a natural instinct of what they do. So what we're doing is, and I'm not discrediting anything that a woman does, because y'all are some powerful individuals. I love the black woman, period. I mean, so I give you the kudos on that. But what I'm saying is the role that you're describing is the role that almost would exist if he was there anyway. So a man view his money, because we feel like we work hard, like it's kind of like the love languages. You say I love you, we do I love you. So when we come out with that money and that check, man, that's near and dear to us, because everybody ain't getting that.
But you saying that the role would be the same? Her role.
But women say I love you. We do I love you too. We do I love you when we take care of your kids, when we take care of you, when we take care of that house. We do I love you.
I understand that, but I'm just trying to tell you. I mean,
and I think what you're saying. I think what you're saying is what Graham was speaking on when he said back in our day when we grew up, it was customary for the man to go to work and come home and the woman to do all of that. But today, that's not the case so much. And that's always been an issue, though. Even back then when we were children growing up and stuff, it was always the fact, well, his money, his money, his money. You're right. Now, it seems like men cherish their money more when they have to pay child support than they do if they was in a household or he and the wife, he and the woman were still together. It's always an issue with the money when they split up. Mm-hmm. So why is that? We can address that too. If a man don't have a problem spending his money on his children as long as he and the woman or the mother are together, but the minute y'all split up, then it becomes a problem with you giving her money to take care of your children.
Now you just said something profound. You said something profound, and this is the part I do got to say thank you for your call, because we got to go. But we're going to address that if you continue to watch and listen. We appreciate it. Thank you so much, Valerie.
Appreciate it.
She say, y'all heard Valerie? Hell.
and I'm riding with Valerie. I'm Team Val. Hey, Val. Come on, Val. You came through with that one.
I think Brandon has something.
Brandon, come on. Hold on. For hypothetical purposes and just for the flow of show, let's say that's your wife. Mm-hmm. Your rebuttal.
My rebuttal is, how many people really think if when you enter the child support office and they sit both of you down, they say, okay, Dad, would you like to have custody of this child, take care of this child? How many dads would say no? Women act like we have a choice in the matter.
Not today.
You saying that they would say yeah?
I know I would say yeah.
I know I would.
You would say yeah, but you saying
how many dads in this room, if it was a situation where they were saying, okay, one of y'all are going to get custody of this child.
We asked that question in the wrong place. All these daddies in here going to care there, but I can take you to some spots with them.
They gonna say,
but we're not talking about deadbeats.
That 33% makes that 66% look bad.
Exactly, and that's the problem. Earlier he said, what do we need to do as a demographic to improve the situation? We need to educate early.
Yes, that's exactly.
Those conversations are not had until after it's too late.
And the nuclear.
I know I didn't have mine until it was too late.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I'm here tonight representing the Fatherhood Focus program here in Waco.
Okay, hold on. So you ain't say that.
But you do have.
You ain't say that, bro.
Some people that like you said, they will take their kids. I mean, they won't take their kids, but they pay child support. But it be because maybe they may be in a situation with a woman. They feel like they don't want to bring their children in, like.
And I think that's where the
it's a lot of men out here like that too. Just because they pay child support, they feel like they don't want their child to,
But just look at it from a different light, because everything that you're saying has to do with the individual that's being negative in the situation.
But I'm speaking just like you saying in general. But you do have the men that's out here that like you said, are paying child support. But like you said, when you go in there, you ask the man, "Can you get your child?" And then they say, "Oh well, no."
I mean, that's case by case basis.
Exactly.
It's a case by case basis.
That's what I'm getting to. Every situation is a case by case basis.
But if you look at the totality of it and what we've seen that trickles down into the court system, and what we see, the mother is a custodial parent, and we are painted as deadbeat dads. That's how it trickles down. Yeah, I'm just saying, because you call we got to be deadbeat. You got to take it to court to get a check.
But it don't be like that though. Again, you have people who get divorced. They go to court and they are all they say, what do I want to do? What do you want? They ask the people, what do you? Oh, I don't want no child support. I just want him to pay the medical insurance. But again, medical insurance is so high.
Right. Oh yeah, you're right.
Medical insurance is so high that people, if you don't have a certain job that has good medical insurance, of course some people are gonna say, well, if I add them to this, because I know some people that pay $450. They come out of every pay period. Everybody is different. So if it's cheaper for me to pay child support to pay her medical insurance and put just because it's coming out of Medicaid, what you think the man gonna say?
Yeah.
He don't want $458 coming out of his check. But he gonna take that $85 or whatever that is, or that $150 from the state, and he gonna keep it pushing.
Yeah. Before we go, y'all, I want to talk about this program right here because it's near, and I believe all men need to have it. I'm going and you join in, interject with me to help me. It's called the Starry Fatherhood Services.
Yes, it's Starry Fatherhood Focus.
Okay, and they have programs to help men become better fathers with fatherhood, and y'all have a Fatherhood Academy, a halftime dads group, a one-on-one coaching, and professional counseling. I want to put this information out there. If y'all are interested in this, y'all can call 254-244-2400. That number is 254-244-2400. We'll also post it on the Cozy's page as well. And their website is Starry, STARRY.org. They got some great services, and if nothing else, as a man, I just feel like you should check it out to see, because if you can do anything, the biggest room for anything is room for improvement.
And it's free.
And it's free. Hey, thank you so much, Brandon, for that, man. All right, we're gonna take one more call, y'all, before we go. 254-229-3041. You're live at the Cozy's Lounge. What's your name?
Hey, this is Rocky.
Hey, Rocky, what's up, man?
Oh, ain't no, hey, but I wanted to say something, man, and I think this comment is kind of directed at just our culture in general about how women tend to feel like they in a position to evaluate and dictate terms to a father. And that's something that I believe all women should do, to get out the way and let a father be a father. There shouldn't be no stipulations, no contingencies, no nothing on a man being a father. Whether you're in a relationship, whether you have a relationship, whether you have a woman or whether you don't have a woman. Whether you're able to pay child support or whether you're not. Period. So child support is a financial thing, and I've been in my lifetime. There have been times where I necessarily to provide financially for myself, let alone my children. I did the best I could, but at the end of the day, child support is a financial thing. Fatherhood is so much bigger than finance.
Right. So what you're saying that women change the narrative on how, just say for example, you don't have the monetary needs to be able to take care of a child, but what you can provide for that child is maybe how he can make it as a man, how he could become a better person. But because he's not providing that money, because you're not providing that woman, the woman prohibits you from seeing that child to be able to instill those great things into him. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
But that's not the case with it.
It's not for a woman to decide. He should have access and opportunity to be whatever kind of father you want to be, and to not be evaluated or critiqued by the mother.
All right, Rocky, man, we appreciate your call, man. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for being a part of the show, y'all.
Appreciate you, Rock.
Y'all, we almost time to wrap it up to 2021. Yeah. Anybody got any final comments about the last 5 shows that we've done, or the progress, or anything, any other topics before we get up out of here? Anybody on the panel?
Man, appreciate everybody tuning in. We appreciate positive feedback and negative feedback. It's
not negative feedback. It's constructive criticism.
Constructive criticism. You're right. We appreciate all that. Last show for the year. Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy Kwanzaa. Feliz Navidad. they watched the show too. And Happy New Year to everybody. And y'all be safe. And still just try to stay COVID free. Get that vaccine in.
All right, Peaches, anything you want to say about the last 5 shows we had, closing out the year? This is actually a new venture for myself. I know I've been in broadcasting for a while, but this is totally different, and I'm sure it's new for everybody here almost. So you want to share some of your thoughts about the last 5 episodes and talk about going into the new year?
Sure. So I appreciate the opportunity. I like, the conversation. I like we can all agree to disagree about everything, anything. I like the topics. I like the open dialogue. I like the people calling in. All I can say is going into the new year, y'all like, share, comment, talk, whatever it is, word of mouth. Y'all keep it going for us, because we trying to be here for a minute. So
all right.
We appreciate y'all dearly. And y'all come on out and see the Miss Tanya though. Come on out to Cozy's though and get y'all a taste of this environment.
Now hold on, before I go,
birthday party tomorrow night.
Yeah. Before we go to her 50th birthday party, and before we go to anything else, bartender, can we get 4 shots or 5 shots for everybody on the panel? Because this is gonna be like our New Year toast. If you could do that for us, I just want to do that, and plus I'm a semi-alcoholic, so we'll do that. And while she's making those drinks, and she's been babysitting that whole one, you're going to have to take... Okay, go ahead. That's my dog.
Hey,
okay.
That's tequila too, y'all.
All right, so go ahead, and you want to share some of your experiences over the last 5 shows and getting ready for the new year?
Grateful for the opportunity. I think it was a great idea put together by the Cozy owner and operator. So shout out to her, allowing it to be shot in this beautiful establishment. She is behind the scenes, y'all, and she works very hard. So y'all don't get to see her, but she's here. Thank you guys for the support, the feedback, the comments. Just keep it coming. I'm excited for the top of the year, the new year. Just keep on tuning in. It's more to come. I promise you.
Rip?
Yeah, same. Just echoing sentiments that they said. I appreciate all the positive feedback, support. We hope that y'all keep on watching. We'll continue to tackle the issues and the topics that y'all want to talk about. So don't ever think that our voice isn't your voice. If y'all got something that y'all want us to talk about, lay it on us. For those of you that's pushing for our demise, I'm pushing for yours too.
I just want to say I appreciate the opportunity. I did this broadcasting thing for about 20 plus years, or actually, I'm sorry, 25 plus years, and I was done. I was through with it. I was ready to focus on other things, and I got the call to, hey, will you do this? And I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And then when she showed me who I was going to have an opportunity to do it with, I admire each and every one of these people on the panel. and it was just great to do a new venture. So I want to thank you for helping me reinvent myself. And I actually thought about it because once you do something, you feel like you accomplished it. Okay, I did that. And I was talking to my significant other yesterday, and I said, you know what? I think tomorrow gonna be my last show for the year. And she said, no, it ain't. You ain't gonna do it. Don't do it. Do it. Can't continue to go. So she actually put it in me that, hey, you know what? Keep going, because I just felt like, when you've done something, you feel like you've done it. Okay, I've done that. You can check that box off. But I really think with this panel and what we're doing, I think we have some things to accomplish. I think we have some living rooms and some phones and some electronic devices that we're going to be reaching. And I think because of the conversations that we're having, people are going to create new perspectives on life and just be able to open up dialogue to kind of see. I appreciate everybody who hated on all of us this year and the 5 episodes that we have. I love you. Thank you. That's part of the reason why I'm still going. So if you probably wouldn't have hated, I probably would have checked out. But because you were hating, I'm coming back 21. Bartender, we're going to let her do these shots. And, man, I appreciate everybody, and we're going to do it real big. Y'all got to see it. If y'all got a drink up there, the whole notion of this show is really a cocktails and conversation. We get to be able to have drinks and talk about this show.
Shots of what?
Can I just interject one time?
Yeah, go ahead.
My sister Lauren Ridley Montgomery, she said Rip clearly didn't take after his dad. Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Y'all come out and see us though.
Hopefully 2021, y'all. We do have a.
So y'all come out and hang out with us. Have a drink with us.
Come on the set. You can pass them out to everybody.
Y'all come.
Thank you to our beautiful bartender tonight. I'm gonna take care of you, sweetie, because I know I'm not the easiest.
What is that, a shot of?
It don't matter.
It does.
It don't matter. Yeah.
I just had a whole glass of dark.
A who? It's okay. It's all right, man.
You're gonna
be sick. Yeah. Okay. So to everybody out there that's watching,
I hate that word.
To everybody who's been hating and who's been loving it, we appreciate all of you guys because you tuned in. Here's to 2021, y'all. Y'all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.